The world is an exciting place, yet we know relatively little about it. At the very least, considerably less than we could. Do you want to learn a lot of fascinating facts about a wide range of topics? This allows you to pique your interest, learn about new things, and, why not, always have something fascinating to contribute to any conversation. Then this is the post for you. We've gathered interesting information about all of your favorite topics so you can surprise yourself and your friends. Interesting facts about the human body. The human body is a complex, yet enthralling system. Despite the fact that science has been researching every component of the body for decades, it is nevertheless an endless source of astonishment. However, years of research have discovered hundreds of facts about the body, many of which seem incredible when heard. Here are some of the most amazing ones, and they're happening right now within you. 1. The eyes are more active than the legs. Our eye muscles move much more than you might think. Every day, over 100,000 times. To give you an idea of how much that is, consider this ratio. To acquire the same amount of exercise for your leg muscles, you should walk around 80 kilometers every day. 2. Our scents are as distinct as our fingerprints. Because of pheromones, each person has a distinct aroma. Except for identical twins, who have identical scents. Speaking of which, it's worth clarifying. According to science, women always smell better than men. And the nose can remember up to 50,000 scents. 3. We produce pools of saliva. The purpose of saliva is to wrap food so that it does not scratch or tear the stomach walls. Do you know what's intriguing? An individual produces enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools during their lifetime. 4. An ovule can be seen with the naked eye. Male sperm is the tiniest cell in the human body. The female ovule, on the other hand, is the largest. 5. The male's reproductive limb size may be proportional to the thumb's. There are numerous myths around the topic. However, according to research, the average man's instrument is 3 times the size of his thumb. Did you assume it was simply another urban legend? 6. The heart has the power to drive an automobile. Aside from spiritual strength, the heart is a very powerful organ. In fact, the pressure generated by pumping blood might travel 10 meters if it were to escape the body. To give you an idea, the power created by a heart every day is enough to propel a car 32 kilometers. 7. Nothing is as ineffective as it appears. In context, every component of the body has a purpose. Take, for example, the little finger. Although it may appear tiny, if you suddenly lost it, your hand would lose 50% of its strength. 8. You are accountable for all of the dust in your home. The dust we see in front of the glare from the window, as well as the dust that accumulates on the floor or on the furniture, is made up of 90% dead cells from our bodies. 9. Your body heat is greater than you may imagine. The human body generates enough heat in 30 minutes to boil about half a liter of water. 10. What grows the quickest? What do you believe is the fastest growing part of your body? Fingernails are not the answer. In fact, hair on the face grows more faster than hair on the rest of the body. 11. Distinct fingerprints. The tongue, like fingerprints and smells, is a unique identifier for each individual. It has distinct and unrepeatable traces. 12. The tongue is never at rest. The tongue is constantly moving throughout the day. It expands, compresses, flattens, and then expands again. At the end of the day, the tongue has most likely made thousands of movements. 13. You have a greater number of taste buds than you know. Specifically, approximately 3,000. 3,000, yes. Each of these allows us to distinguish between various flavors such as bitter, salty, sour, sweet, and spicy. After all, they are the ones who tell us when something we eat is tasty. However, not everyone has the same quantity, which explains why some people appear to taste more than others. 14. Men and women listen in different ways. Men and women think, act, and make decisions differently, as is widely documented. Researchers at Indiana University School of Medicine discovered that these distinctions extend to how both sexes listen. Men process sounds using only one side of the temporal lobe of the brain, whereas women use both sides. 15. Babies can heal their moms while still in the womb. Not only do women look after their children, but babies also look after their moms. While in the womb, the fetus can send its own stem cells to repair its mother's damaged organs. Uterine microchimerism refers to the transfer and assimilation of embryonic stem cells into the mother's organs. Fabulous animal kingdom facts. Not only is the human body magnificent, the animal kingdom is so huge and fascinating that it appears impossible to know all about it. But at the very least, you can learn some extremely interesting entertaining facts. 16. Interesting elephant facts. Elephants are magnificent creatures that appear to us to be giants. They do, however, weigh less than a blue whale's tongue. Another interesting truth about elephants is that they cannot jump. 17. Water and elephants. There are additional mysteries surrounding these remarkable animals. Elephants can detect rainfall and locate water from a distance of around 250 kilometers. At the same time, they have an intuitive communication system, because when one of the herd members discovers a water reservoir, it warns the remainder of the herd with low-frequency grunts. 18. Panda bears and their diet. You don't know panda bears if you think you're a glutton. They can eat for up to 12 hours a day. They must consume at least 12 kilograms of bamboo per day to suit their dietary requirements. 19. Anteater starvation. Panda bears aren't the only animals whose daily food consumption surprises. Anteaters consume over 35,000 ants per day. 20. Seahorses. There are various types of animals that are monogamous, meaning they mate with the same partner their entire lives. One of them is the seahorse. But there's another strange fact. The male of the couple bears the child during the gestation period. 21. A cat's muzzle. You undoubtedly adore your cat's snout if you have one. But you probably don't realize how incredible it is. A cat's snout, like human fingerprints, is unique. No two cat noses are alike. 22. The ostrich's strength. Although it may not appear so at first glance, an ostrich's legs are extremely strong. It has the physical power to kill a person or a lion. 23. Cats sleep for more than 70% of their lifetimes. Just as kittens spend 70% of their life resting, the remaining 30% is spent awake grooming and purring for around 10,950 hours. Who hasn't fantasized about living the life of a cat? Long days of sleeping and waking up to feed. Many people describe it as a perfect life. 24. Ants can store water. Certain ants may expand their bellies up to 1 centimeter in size to store nectar, a mixture of water and sugar that acts as nourishment. When the ants run out of water, they resort to their friends for assistance. 25. Camels, too. Camels consume a lot of water when they get the chance, and because they can go for days without drinking liquid in the desert, they can swallow 106 liters at once. These animals have a large capacity for water storage in their body and can go up to 10 days without drinking.